So Pokemon TCG Pocket just released a new pack like 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna open up 40 packs of it. 40 packs of the new set they got. Okay, starting with the free packs. Haunter. First dark type of the Gengar line. Because for all the other sets, the Gengar line was done in Psychic type. So, Volbeat. Zorua. Oh, is there another Zoroark? The last Zoroark card was pretty cool. So I'm hoping to see a new Zoroark. Ghastly, like I was saying, there's going to be a dark type Gengar now. Mew. One attack from among the Pokemon in your opponent's hand and deck is chosen at random, and you use the chosen attack as this attack. That's crazy. Okay, that was the first pack. Already got a really interesting one with that Mew. I'm assuming that would go pretty well with the Mega Altaria. So, might have to look out for that. Next free pack. Pineco Miltank. 20 more damage for each of your opponents benched. Simple, probably gonna be decent. I don't think it's gonna be super amazing. Diglett. Oh, it's this Diglett art. It's this classic art of Diglett. About to be crushed by a giant wave. I have Illumise. Opponent's active Pokemon is confused. If your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, does 40 more damage. First time we've seen that with Confusion. Before it's Venoshock with Poison. Fracture. Oh, new Dragon types. I love the Dragon type Pokemon in this game because they're so unique for decks. So, new Dragon type. Okay, and that was it for a second free pack. Already some interesting stuff, and we haven't even gotten into the 10-pack opening yet. Okay, let's begin with our first 10-pack opening. I'm gonna do four of these 10-pack openings today. So 40 packs total. I know you probably saw I have way more than 10 pulls worth of pack hourglasses, but I'm just saving up to make sure I have enough for this set and next set. Okay, Ponyta with Singe, opponent's active Pokemon's burned, another Fracture, Minccino, flip a coin, if heads it does more damage, Chatot. Ooh, Chatot with drawing a card is pretty good. Another Dragon type? Discard a Water and Lightning energy from this Pokemon. It's not that good. It's not that good, but I do like the art. The art's pretty. Like I said earlier, I like the Dragon types. Pack 2, Jigglypuff, Slowpoke, Dugtrio, Wigglytuff. Okay, that's another like crocheted Pokemon. I do like those. Maintenance. Shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck. Draw a card. If you can't shuffle in 2 cards, you can't use this card. Get rid of 2, get 1. That's not super good in a lot of situations. Slowpoke, Chinchino, Ghastly. First full art. First full art. It's pretty lucky to get a full art this early. What is it? Metal Transport. Once during your turn, you may switch your active metal Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if there's that, like, because there's a lot of metal Pokemon that have high retreat costs, like Melmetal EX, but the issue with those is, like, I don't see a situation where you would need to retreat a Melmetal EX, really, because you kind of just keep that in the active to do a ton of damage. And then we have Lapras. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. That's cool. Because usually it's, if your opponent knocked out one of your Pokemon last turn, it does more damage. But now, putting a status condition. First shiny, oh my goodness. That was so delayed. During your turn, or during your next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash does 30 more damage. Okay. So we got our first shiny and first full art in one pack, and we saw the cool new Lapras. This is like the shining revelry of B series, with the way they like showed off all the way they made the pack art look. It's making me think that's what they're going for. Got the regular Rapidash. First supporter, draw a card for each Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play. Wait, that could be so good, depending on like what your opponent's playing. Because if your opponent's playing something like maybe like Mega Altaria, because they might want to have 2 Mega Altarias out at once, that could be really interesting depending on the match you're playing. Jigglypuff, Piplup. Wait, Piplup. We're getting another Empoleon card. Magmortar. If Electivire is on your bench, this attack also does 20 damage to each of your opponents benched. That's so cool. Okay, that is so cool. I love that immediately. Dratini. Another Darkrai card? Bad Dreams. At the end of each turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep, do 20 damage to that Pokemon. Oh, that could go crazy. Because it can also put your Pokemon, like Dark Slumber, 40 damage, also puts the opponent to sleep. That's so cool. What the heck is this? Opponent discards cards from their hand until they have 4 cards in their hand. It's like a red card, but instead of like shuffling their whole hand, it just discards them. That's strange. Drowsy, just sleepy. Pineco, Pikachu, second Darkrai. I am already excited to use that Darkrai index. Charmander, Cincino. Oh, there's the Electivire. Magmortar's on your bench, does 70 more damage. Okay. So they work together. Flip a coin. If heads, does 30 more. Simple. Scyther. Just U-turn. Switch with one on the bench. Same thing as Yanma in a previous set. Don't remember exactly which one that was. Volbeat. Paldean Tauros. Does damage to itself. Another full art. Another full art. More Pekko. Morpeko, move 2 dark energy, or Energizer Wheel, move 2 dark energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched. So it just takes energy off itself. But, like, specifically only dark energy. That's strange. And another Hunter. Axew, Spoink, Charmander, another Furfrou. Okay, this one has a flip a coin if heads, does 20 more damage. Same fur coat ability as all the other ones. There's our first Haxorus. This attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon in play. It's like, Suicune EX. But it also does, like, it's 20 more, and then it does 50 on top of that. Regular Morpeko, Haunter, Piplup, Kalem. And that's our first impacts. We got, like, 1 shiny, 2 full arts, a lot of interesting, like, holo cards, the, like, 3 diamonds. We got a lot of interesting holo cards that I'm definitely gonna make a bunch of decks out of. And we're not even, like, that was 1/4 of the way through the packs we're opening. Yep, our second 10-pack opening. Oh, Oh, there was two noises. There's the Grumpig. Saw the Splink earlier. If your opponent has exactly 2, 4, or 6 cards in their hand, does 40 more. That's Love Disc, but instead of your hand, it's your opponent's hand. That is... I love that. That's such an interesting card. Electrike. Flip a coin, does more damage. If heads, Wigglytuff. Hawlucha. Just does damage to itself. Dragonite. Ooh, and a shiny Haxorus. Oh, that shiny looks so cool. Oh, I love that. And it's Haxorus, which, as we've already seen, is really good because of its attack that does more damage for benched Pokemon. Holy, that is a really cool shiny. And, like, oh my goodness. We're getting quite a few shinies already. Got a Metal Kartana. It's just the exact same as the Grass Kartana, but they changed the typing. Now you get to use it in Metal decks. I guess that's interesting. Varoom, Piplup, Pikachu, Hypno. Opponent's active Pokemon's asleep. Okay, simple. With that, like, Kartana, I've been noticing they've been adding a lot of, like, just recently with Fantastical Parade and now this set, they've been adding new Ultra Beasts. Like, I thought they were just going to be done with Ultra Beasts after Extra Dimensional Crisis. I thought, okay, that was the gimmick for the one set, and now we're moving on. But no, they keep bringing them back. Fracture, Zorua, Minccino, Pikachu, Electivire. Okay, all duplicates. Nasty Notice, Hawlucha, Illumise, Druddigon, another Dragon Pokemon. There's quite a few of those in here. During your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon can't retreat. That is pretty good. There's our Zoroark. 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. It's a dark type version of Espeon, I guess. I heard a little noise. Pineco, Maintenance, Volbeat, Morpeko. Another Morpeko. Second one of those full arts. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Magmar, Zoroark, Electivire. We're seeing a lot of duplicates. I don't think there's that many cards in this set. I didn't check when it was doing the, like, filling out the decks. Ghastly, Magmar, Hypno, Pineco, Fortress. This Pokemon also does 100 damage to itself and 50 damage to all benched Pokemon. It just explodes. Just explodes and does damage everywhere. That's crazy. Axew, Dugtrio, Magmar, Charmander, Trevenant. Flip coin till you get tails. 40 more for each heads. Chatot, Rapidash, Furfrou, Cinccino, Lapras, Haunter, Spoink, Dratini, Axew. There's the Empoleon. Active Pokemon has more remaining HP than this Pokemon, does 60 more damage. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, and that was our second 10-pack. I still don't have a single EX from this set. I'm gonna make sure to look at the top of the screen to see how many cards are even in this set, because we're getting so many duplicates with just 2. There's only 69 cards in the set. Dang, this is such a small set compared to the last 2. We still got 2 more 10-pack openings to do. But I'm sure it's gonna still be a lot more duplicates because there isn't that many cards in this set. Rapidash, Hypno, Charmander, oh, I passed by Garbodor. I'll have to check what Garbodor does at the end of these 10 packs. Heard a noise in the background change. Drowsy, Electabuzz, Furfrou, Electivire, Dratini. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. An EX Pokemon. First ever shiny Mega Pokemon that I've gotten. But I think this is the first set where shiny Mega Pokemon are available, so it makes sense. Yeah, I gotta read what it does. Well, it does 30 more for each point you've gotten. That's pretty cool. Further in the game you get, more damage it does. Piplup, Raichu does damage to itself. Electabuzz, Zorua, Dugtrio, Calum again, Phantom, Dratini, Iris. During a turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your Haxorus, you get one more point? No. No. Wait, that's crazy. You can just get a free another point? Oh, I'm gonna have to play Haxorus. I already know I'm gonna play Haxorus. I already know that's gonna be my deck for ranked, if I do decide to play ranked. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wigglytuff, Volbeat, Illumise, Charmeleon. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon you may... That's just the same ability as the other Charmeleon from Crimson Blaze. They're just making another one of those, I guess. But I think the attack is different this time. That's crazy. They're just reusing the ability. Fracture. Calum. Oh, there's Garbodor. Oh, it doesn't do anything really. Just 70 damage. Pineco, Phantom, Magmortar. Yeah, we're seeing so many repeats. Like, oh my goodness. I was expecting the set to be bigger. There's the regular Revavroom. There's the first Dragonair. Wait, that's actually crazy. Tickle water and lightning energy from your energy zone attached to this Pokemon. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Wait, that's actually amazing. Wait, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, wait. Dragonite might actually be really good. Illumise, Phantom. What the heck is that attack name? Laundry Go Round? You're telling me this is a laundry machine? Flip their coins, does 20 damage for each heads. Wait, does 20 damage for each heads to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. What the heck? It's not actually that bad though. I could see this maybe being a usable card. Electabuzz and Shiny Ghastly. Shiny. Getting quite a bit of shinies. There's the regular Ghastly, Minccino, Charmeleon, Volbeat, Furfrou. Okay. We still have another 10 packs, but we just keep getting like duplicates. We're gonna fill out most of the set, I think, by the end of this. Definitely not all of the set, because I think we're still gonna be missing some of the like EXs. Yo, we have 61 out of 69 of the regular cards, and then we have 4 shinies and 2 different kinds of full arts. Okay, yeah, this is our last 10 pack. Last 10 pack opening. Already heard a good noise. Electrike, Varoom. First stadium of this set. At the end of each player's turn, that player draws cards until they have 3 cards in hand. That could be really good, because there's so many times I see, like in battles, and I'm left with like 1 or 2 cards. So that would be really helpful to just get you back up to a usable hand. Minccino. There's the regular Mega Manectric. This doesn't appear to be a deck that I will be using a bunch. Dragonair, Drowsy, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. Oh, that's really pretty. I love that Full Art Lapras. That one's so pretty. Full Art Lapras. The Full Art Lapras is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love that art. Prinplup, Diglett, Zorua, Axew, Lapras. Slowpoke, Minccino, Ponyta, Lapras. Another Haxorus, even though I've already got the shiny, so I don't need more. Oh! I was just going so fast because I assumed all of them were duplicates, but then we got a Fion. I'll have to check that out later at the end. Okay, these are just all duplicate. Wait, the background changed. Ooh. Oh, I really like that. Mega Gengar EX full art. Oh, I love the way that looks. I gotta read the attack, though. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any trainer cards? That's crazy. Wait. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. No trainer cards at all. No items, no supporters, no stadiums, no tools, no trainer cards. That's crazy. Oh, I'm definitely, if I get another Mega Gengar EX, maybe like a regular version, I'm definitely using that deck. That is crazy. Rapidash, Mincino, Rapidash, Dragonair, another Darkrai. They keep giving like really good dark Pokemon in this set. This set has a lot of good dark Pokemon. Morpeko, Kalem, Diglett, Zorua. Ooh, a Groudon card. Discard 2 random energy from among the energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Wait, all of your Pokemon? I thought it was the, like, Mega Swampert thing, and it was gonna be all the Pokemon on the board, but, like, it's just your Pokemon? That seems like just self-sabotage. Okay, I gotta see what that Fion did. And then I'll end the video. Aqua Turbo, take a water energy from your energy zone, attach to one of your benched water Pokemon. That's just Manaphy. But this one does damage and only attaches 1 water energy instead of 2. But, like, is 10 damage really worth it when you're only getting half the energy out of it? I don't think so. I don't think 10 damage was worth it for half the energy. But it does have 20 more health. So maybe that is a selling point, I guess. Yeah, we have 65 out of 69 of the cards. We're just missing number 9, number 39, number 41, and 47. This set is the one where I've, like, ended off the video with the most of the cards. I might as well read what these do. Mega Charizard X, Raging Blaze. If remaining HP is 110 or less, does 80 more damage. That's pretty good for only 3 energy. And there's number 39, Gengar. Okay, we already have the 2-star of that, so I've already read that one. Trubbish, just regular 40 damage. And then there's a Mega Scizor EX. This Pokemon moved from your bench to the active spot this turn, does 50 more. Okay. So that was all the cards. So yeah, now that I've finished reading through all the cards, this was a really interesting set. Very small. I was expecting a lot more out of this set. With only 69 cards, it's bound to get a lot of duplicates. It was still fun to open this set, though. I did have fun with this. Yeah, I'm gonna go build some decks now. Bye.